So the back of the brake hub bolts onto here, sorry, is supposed to be one fixed part on here, and it looks like it's sheared, but on a closer inspection it looks like this has been broken before and someone's tried to repair it. Yes everybody, so you'll have seen the intro to the video already. It is basically a last minute.com trip to go and get a trailer for the track car. So we're currently sitting in our good friend Barry Ovens with the blue RS6 transit van. Massive thanks to him for lending us the van for today. It was a very last minute thing and he totally came to the rescue. We haven't got our tow bar fitted to our tow car yet, but an opportunity for a trailer came up. It's currently New Year's Day, as I said in the intro to the video, and me and Liam have given up our new year to go and collect this trailer. So again, I just want to say a thanks to everybody that's involved in this situation, because people are, you know, becoming available at New Year to allow us to get this trailer. It lets us get the trailer in the Christmas holidays still, lets us get it back up the road and take that bit of stress away, because the trailer was causing us some amount of grief because of the you know, the erratic market, shall we say, on trailers. So it is the 1st of 2025, 1st of January 2025, it's 08:41 in the morning, so not too early. We are heading to a place called Darlington, excuse me, which is down just kind of Newcastle area, so about a 3-hour drive for us. So we're just about to head off just now. Liam's in the garage getting some Red Bulls as per usual. I'll get a walk around Barry's van when the day kind of brightens up a bit, because his van is pretty sick. But yeah, join me and Liam on the first day of 2025, trekking down to England to pick up a trailer for the mini track car and getting that ticked off the list. So if you enjoyed everything in 2024 and you're looking forward to everything in 2025, hit like, hit subscribe, drop us a comment, let us know what you think of the content, and we'll see you soon. Check back in when the daylight comes. So 2025, and it is the first Red Bull of the year. Hey bro! It's like a ritual, innit? Tastes amazing. Did you ever think there was maybe like a New Year's resolution where we would drink less Red Bull? Well, that's definitely not happening. Nope. Go juice. Right, so it's brightened up a wee bit. We are, I don't know, 2 hours away maybe. 11:31 arrival, yeah. So 2 hours away from Darlington, which isn't too far away from us really. We've got a tired Liam over here, that's still tired. Christmas holidays is taking it out of him. So let's just talk a wee bit about the trailer situation, right? We've got a bit of a story about this. So we've been on the hunt for a trailer for quite some time. Obviously the intro to the video has explained why we need a trailer, and we have been on the hunt for a trailer for a while. We have had a few trailers that we've went to see, and we've visited the place where they were, and they were just too old. The braking system wasn't working. They seemed as if they were going to be quite a lot of work to keep them good, and we're not adverse to doing a bit of work, but we don't want to be buying something that's at the top end of the budget and then having to spend another £1,000 to get it right. And a lot of these old trailers as well, they don't make parts for them anymore, so they're really quite difficult to maintain, which obviously we're trying to avoid that as much as we can. So we don't have an unlimited budget. We set our budget really at a maximum of £1,500 was our kind of what we were willing to push to, but we were kind of hoping to be in the kind of £1,200–1,300 region. We know that that's a difficult challenge to get something that's reasonably new and quite good for that money, but they are out there. You just need to search for them. You need to spend a bit of time negotiating with people, talking to people, doing a bit of research, but the trailers do exist. You're just looking at ones that are kind of between 10 and 15 years old, so you obviously need to do your research and make sure you check it over and everything when you pick it up. There is a couple of different things that we have to think about. So we've got a tow car that we bought. It's a 2011 Volkswagen Passat CC, which we'll bring on the channel at some point. We've just not got round to doing a full video on it yet. And it's got a towing capacity of 1900 kilos, so 1.9 tons. So we need to be thinking about the weight of the trailer, the weight of the car, and the combined weight of everything together when the car's on the trailer, and whether or not that's going to exceed the towing capacity of the Passat. Now, the Mini, the curb weight of the Mini from factory, R56 Cooper S model, is 1201 kilos, so just over, very slightly over 1.2 tons. So to keep us within the towing capacity of the car, we needed a trailer that was no heavier, theoretically, than 700 kilo, but we don't want to go to that limit with the weight because we need to have a full tank of fuel in the car. The trailer might end up with some spare wheels and a wheel rack on it, you know, various different things, right? As you'll see from the Mini videos that are coming up, we have stripped the Mini quite a lot. We reckon we're running around 1120, 1130 kilos at the moment because we've removed the back seats, we've removed the door cards, we've removed the factory seats, we've removed all the seat airbags, the rear airbags, we've removed all the kind of heavy, the heavy stuff, and we've only added back in a half roll cage and two really light FIA approved bucket seats. So we'll get the car weighed, but we reckon we're around 1130 kilos from a very, very basic calculation. We have got a set of Team Dynamics Pro Race 1.2s to put on the car, which overall across all four wheels takes about between 10 and 12 kilos off when you compare it to the factory 18-inch wheels, because they are quite heavy. So we've still got a bit more weight to come, and also we've got the dashboard, the main airbags, everything to come out at the front as well. So if we can kind of achieve 1100 kilos with that car and have it on a trailer that weighs no more than 500 kilos, that keeps us well below the towing limit of the Passat. So these were the types of things that we had to consider. Sorry, that was a bit of a long explanation, but we couldn't just go out and buy any trailer, not understanding how much it weighed or anything like that, because we've got other things to consider. The future is a van. We will get a van eventually, but I needed another daily because we took the Mini off the road for the track build. I needed another daily car that myself and my wife could drive, so we needed to buy something that was suitable for all of us, so we bought the Passat in the kind of interim period. Once we start getting a wee bit more involved with track days and, you know, we start building up a big massive set of tools and we really need a van, then we'll buy one. But luckily Barry let us borrow this one for today, so again, big shouts to him. So that's me kind of explained everything that we had to think about. The world of second-hand trailers is not an easy one to navigate. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll carry on the journey just now, and just before we arrive I'll pop back on and I'll tell you a story about somebody that basically stole some money off us when it was when we were going to go and pick up a trailer from them, right? So let's get the next bit of this journey away. I'll think about how I'm going to tell you that bit of the story, and I'll check back in and I'll let you know what happened to us, and I'll give you some tips on how to be wary about that in future. Right, journey getting on a bit, so I'll just jump back on and talk a wee bit about this situation where we got a wee bit of money stolen off us, right? So obviously the risk you take with like Facebook Marketplace and things like that, anybody that's a watcher of the channel will know there is a lot of risk involved with Facebook Marketplace, Gumtree, all these different things, right? So basically what happened was a guy from down in, where was it? Dartford had posted a trailer for sale, right? And as I said before in the previous clips, we're trying to get the newest trailer that we can get for the budget that we've got. And this one was a 2015, I think. And it was a pretty new trailer. It was in really good condition. To me it looked as if it should have been about 2 grand, right, from the research that I've done, but the guy had posted it for £1,200. So we were like, right, let's do a bit of research into this. So we looked it up, good trailer, it was a Trojan trailer, it still had all the tags and everything all over it. The guy was able to tell me all the information about it, the width of it, the length of it, the weight of it when it was empty, the maximum weight that it could take, the braking system was working, he sent me some videos of it. We had a really long few days of discussion before we done anything about it. So the guy was a stock car racer, and he used to drive up and down the country with stock cars. He used to spend a bit of time in Scotland as well. Stock car racing's quite big in Scotland. So everything seemed to check out quite well. he sent me like a proof of his address, a picture of a bank statement, a photo of a driving licence. So the guy seemed like really upfront, and he said that he'd had a lot of interest in the trailer, obviously because it was you know, it was priced to sell. The guy's Facebook Marketplace profile seemed quite busy. There was loads of stuff there that he'd bought and sold, and he seemed quite an active guy. So we had a phone call. Everything seemed fine, and he asked me for a £60 deposit to take the trailer off Facebook Marketplace because how much interest. And I said, okay, that's fine, I'll send you £60 to secure the trailer and we'll drive down on New Year's Day to pick it up. So he said that's fine. So he sent me the same bank details that were the same person as the proof of address. So I sent over the £60 and that was fine. That was Christmas, and we agreed that we would come down on the 1st. So over the few days after that, we discussed that a wee bit, and then he came to me and said, oh, I've got a spare wheel carrier as well for it, a wheel rack that goes on the front of the trailer. It's been built for this trailer. Said, would you be interested in that? Now we're going to run 2 sets of wheels with the Mini over the time in the track, because obviously we need a set of dry wheels and a set of wet wheels. So we ended up coming to an agreement that we would give him £75 more for the wheel rack. And then he said, can you send me £50 of that just now? And I was like, okay. So at this point I kind of trusted this guy because I'd been talking to him so much. You know, I'd checked out all his profiles, his page, the stock car racing thing was real, like I'd seen photos and videos of all that, like I'd done a fair bit of research. So I was like, right, okay mate, I'll give you 50 for it just now, and then the final bill was an amount, and we'll settle that on the day, and that'll be fine. That's fine, okay. So sent him that £50. So we're £110 in at this point, right? Which on the grand scheme of things isn't all that much money, but it's quite annoying, right? So it gets to the 31st, and I decided I would give him a phone just to confirm the details for driving down. Bearing in mind Dartford is nearly 7 hours away for us, so that would have been 7 hours down, probably an hour and a bit messing about down there, and then 7 hours back. Much slower on the way back with the trailer, so I reckon we would have been 16 or 17 hours into that. But we were willing to do it, right? So last night, which was the 31st, I gives him a couple of phone calls, and he didn't get back to me. A couple of text messages, didn't get back to me. We left it till 10 o'clock last night, and we said, me and Liam had agreed on the phone that if he doesn't get back to us by 10 o'clock, we're basically not going. In the meantime, obviously I had been frantically trying to find another trailer, which is the one that we're going to pick up now. It's one that I'd had in my watch list, and it came up, and we managed to move forward with that one, which is fine. We're on my way just now, and the guy is messaging us right now. He's been really upfront, he's been really good. So basically we're £110 down. Me and Liam aren't too happy about it, but again, it's the risk that you take. I thought that I dealt with it pretty well, doing all the research that I'd done. I think the guy's probably got a drug problem or something, because he was just like, you know, obviously wanting a quick bit of money off us. It's still marked as sold on Facebook Marketplace, but we're going to devise a plan about what we're going to do about this. It's obviously going to involve some outing on social media, shall we put it that way. I've got the address, I've got proof of address, I've got the postcode, I've got bank details of the person, I've got all of that. So we'll decide what we're going to do about it anyway, but just be wary. I've done as much research into the person as I possibly could, and this has still happened. So it just shows you, this guy that we're going to meet now didn't ask for a deposit or anything. I just said I'll come tomorrow, and he said that's fine, I'll see you tomorrow. So aye, so there we go, that's what happened. So first time that's happened to us. Try our best to make sure it doesn't happen again. So just a word of warning that it can happen. I'm pretty sure some people that are viewers of the channel have got some experience with that. So there we go, that's a wee bit a hard pill to swallow for us, but it is what it is. We kind of get too upset about it, we just need to keep moving forward. We're going to get this other one now. So yeah, there we go. So that's me, told you everything about what happened, and I'll decide what I'm going to do about posting it online. I don't know how well you are going to be able to see this in this camera, right, but all the fields are flooded, look. That's a field. Terrible, man. The rain and, whoa, the rain in Scotland has literally been so bad over the last couple of days. Like, treacherously bad. I was driving up to Barry's house to pick up the van, and the roads, there was water like running sideways across the roads and everything. It was brutal. but it's dried up a bit down here. We're obviously across the English border now, but aye, really, really terrible weather. All those, there was swans swimming in the fields. Right, so that was like a second for you and like a couple hours for us. So we are 10 minutes away from the destination. So I know we're confident YouTubers and stuff like that, right? But I'm not that confident that I'm going to just walk into this random guy's yard and start filming, because he doesn't know who we are and we don't know who he is, right? So what we'll do is we'll go in, we'll get everything dealt with, we'll do a quick inspection of the trailer, make sure we're content, we'll hook it up, and then we'll drive it out. We'll go to Scotch Corner, which is only 10 minutes away that way. We'll get a service station, we'll get a coffee, we'll get a good walk around the setup with the camera, right? So bear with us. I'll turn the camera around on the windscreen when we're driving in, get everything dealt with, and then we'll get the hell out of there, and then we'll check back in at Scotch Corner once we've actually got the trailer, right? Okay, totally wrong way. Classic. Absolute classic. Don't know where the hell we are. We went the wrong way a wee bit. But we just phoned the guy and he's told us back out onto the main road. Back out onto the main road and oh, it's sunny. Double back. This is one of the bumpiest roads I've ever been on in my life, man. Woo! Feels mental driving it in a big van as well, because I'm not used to driving a van. Right, back out onto the main road, quick U-turn. And it's a kennels place, he said. We'll find it. Right. We have the trailer on the back of the van. Inspection was good. Left, mate. Only left. Aye, Scotch Corner.
Aye.
Only left. So we're just going to head to Scotch Corner now. 11 miles away. Cool.
Remember, we got a trailer on the back.
I know. So left, mate. So we've got the trailer on. We'll get towing for the first time is always a bit nerve-wracking. So we'll get to Scotch Corner and then we'll jump out and we'll do a check-in. Right, we're pulling off into Scotch Corner. There we go. You won't be able to see, you might be able to see in the mirror. There we go, man. Trailer getting towed. These types of experiences of happening for the first time are always good fun, man. And you're never sure if the trailer you've just bought's going to fall off the back of the car either, but anyway.
It's exciting bit.
It's exciting, it's the exciting bit. You can hear it. I know you can hear it.
What's it metal rumble?
Hey, wait a minute, wait a minute. Brilliant, right, we need to find somewhere long to park because we've got this massive transit van and this trailer. Hey, let's find somewhere long to park and we'll jump out. Right, we're out. Right, so this is first reveal of the trailer for the track car, right? This is pretty exciting stuff considering we only decided to build a track car about 2 months ago and this is how far we've come, right? I'm going to walk from the front of the transit, right? Barry's transit, and we're going to see. Ready? Nice! Mate, you need to get up and tap it for the video. Sorted. We need to take that plate off, that's not ours, we're going to get the jail. Feels pretty solid there. Pretty solid.
Solid, bro.
Yes.
Oh, I know what this is.
So, it's from 2005 we've learned. but it's in pretty good condition considering, man. It's got the lights are all working, the braking system's working, it's got a spare wheel, the hitch is looking pretty clean and good. Look at this. Like, that doesn't look like it's from 2005. Handbrake works, spare wheel.
Let's get the tools out.
Electric's all wired up. Considering it's so old, man. So we measured it and it fits the Mini. There's like 500mm spare length and like a couple 100mm spare width. So the Mini's going to sit on it perfectly, so we're not worried about that. There's a few wee bits of tidying up required, given the fact that it is 19 years old, but aye, for a first trailer, I think it's done no bad. Getting that Reggie pointer.
Stover!
So the other funny thing about this journey is we don't actually have another Reggie plate for the van, the same as the van, but you would argue there's nothing on the trailer, so you can see the Reggie plate, and if we get stopped by the police then we'll just need to deal with it, aye, and just say, be honest with them about it. But aye, I'm pretty happy, man. Looks really good. So obviously I detailed at the start of the video, we don't have a tow bar on our tow car yet, because the trailer kind of happened a little bit faster than what we were thinking it was going to. So we had to borrow Barry's van. But I mean, check that van, look, absolute brief. 2.2 turbo diesel, transit with all the RS, the MSRT kit and all that on it, whatever it is. Looks absolutely mint. And inside, he's done a cracking job, look. Beautiful. And it's crew cabbed as well. Nice. So again, Barry, I know you'll be watching this, mate. You've literally enabled us to do something that we wouldn't have been able to do, so thank you so much for letting us use the van while looking after it, and there'll be a wee present in the passenger seat for you when we drop it back off. But aye, we're just going to get into Scotch Corner and get a coffee, something to eat maybe, and then we'll check back in on the way home. We're hoping to get home in the daylight so that we can test fit the Mini onto it, but if not, we can do that another day. But yeah, pretty happy. You good?
I'm just trying to see for that box that's hanging off.
Try to fix it in the car park. Obviously these ramps come off there and they hook right on at the end there, and we'll be able to just drive the car right up, so ideal. Okay, we just stopped for a wee meal deal there. Trailer's on, so we're good. We're going to start the jaunt home, so we're 3 hours home, not too bad at all really. And then what we'll do is when we get home, as long as the weather's okay and it's not too dark, we'll do the first test fit of the Mini on the trailer, right? So I'm not going to bore you with the journey home. I'll snap my fingers and we'll be back at in Glasgow, and we'll hopefully be doing a test fit on the trailer with the Mini. I promised we would be back home test fitting the Mini on the trailer, but I need a coffee, so we're at Tim Hortons. I was saying it, try to get Liam to go through the drive-thru there with the trailer on, but he's not having it. Aye, look at that ramp. Right, I need a coffee. Right, we're sorted, man. 10 Timbits. You can't argue with 10 Timbits, man. Tell me Timbits ain't good. A wee French vanilla latte. Right, we're back on the road. I'm trying to get a wee video, man. The trailer. I can't believe we've got a trailer. There she's there, look. Smashing it, man. Come on, pull out. Let's see what you've got, bro. Oh. Can he cut people off? So Liam pulled out and somebody earlier and then forgot that he had the trailer to come behind him when they had to stop. Here we go. I'll get the camera right out. There we go. Cooking, man. Woohoo! Always one of our favourite moments when we're away doing some silly stuff in England, picking something up or buying something or whatever. It's coming back past the Scotland sign, right? I always miss it, because we always forget it's happening, but I'm not missing it today.
Oh, you always forget.
Well, I always forget, aye. Here it is, here. There she is. Freedom! Come on! Taking the trailer back to its new home in Scotland, man, what a buzz. Right, we're still kind of travelling along. We've slowed it down a wee bit, just the weather's getting a wee bit bad. You can see it out the window already. We've arrived back in Scotland and we've got some snow. It's the first time we've seen snow properly this year, isn't it? Oh, in fact it's 2025 now. I mean, the first time we've seen it in like a long time. Hopefully in January or February we'll be able to get a drive up to Glencoe and we'll be able to repeat the last video and have a better day instead of just driving about in the rain. But how far away from home now? 45 minutes? Half an hour, maybe 35 minutes from home. So yeah, a wee bit of snow. Bye, home soon. Right, status report. So we're back home and we're dealing with a really stressful situation, but as everybody was commenting on the last video saying that this is a no BS channel, we're going to go about it that same way today, right? So we gets home and we drives into the street and something wasn't quite right with one of the wheels in the trailer, and we've been presented with this situation. So the back of the brake hub bolts onto here, sorry, is supposed to be a one fixed part on here, and it looks like it's sheared, but on a closer inspection it looks like this has been broken before and someone's tried to repair it. So this section here is unfortunately going to need replaced, but looking at it, it looks like it's one axle that runs all the way through the bottom. So let's have a look just now and I'll show you. So that's attached to this, which runs all the way through there and attaches onto the other side. So if we're replacing it, it looks like the best thing to do is to replace that whole rear axle. So it looks like, obviously I done as good an inspection as I possibly could, but where that was, that weld was hidden behind the wheel, so you're never going to notice that. So that's just been a dodgy repair for someone that's owned this before. That's bad news. Luckily we didn't have a track car on it today. So, not the best situation. Now I'm going to need to measure this and I'm going to need to take some sizes and I'm going to need to see if I can get a replacement part for that. There's lots online I've checked already and there seems to be loads of parts, but that is a bit of a shame. But it is a day in the life of YouTube, track cars, track car, any sort of car project, isn't it? But anyway, I'm not going to let that get me down too much because we figured everything else out, so we'll figure that out. But let's just get a quick look. Well, we're not going to run the Mini up onto it tonight because it's missing one wheel, which means that there's going to be more weight on this side and we're at risk of breaking something else, so we're not going to do that. But we have parked the Mini like at the bottom of it just to have a look at that, right? So let's get a wee look. So it's quite dark, but you can see here. So in terms of ramps, the width, everything else is sweet. I'll just come round here so you can see there, fits perfect that way, plenty of room at the side. I'll just jump in the middle here. So there we go, plenty of room. So that's a shame, it's going to fit on it perfectly, and my measurements that I took were pretty much perfect, but we find ourselves in this unfortunate situation. Have a look at this bit of the hub. So you can see there that there's been a repair done on that. So as I said at the start of this video, the second-hand trailer market is difficult to navigate and we've been bitten a wee bit here by that, but I'm sure we'll be able to get a changeable part. So yeah, so that's the update. Car's not going on the trailer tonight, unfortunately, so that's going to need to happen in another video. But I guess you could look at it this way, it gives me another bit of content when I figure out how we're going to fix this. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video as much as we did, hit like, hit subscribe, drop us a comment, and if anybody knows anything about replacement parts for trailers, please let us know, because that would be a great help. But we're ending the video on a high, not too much of a low, because, well, we don't want to give off those vibes. So we'll go and do some research and we'll get this figured out. So yeah, like and subscribe, cheers.